I still ask anybody that watched the game, did Liverpool really have any clear-cut chance?
Chelsea won the
Chelsea
front
were
foot.
better.
They were better. In fairness, it hurts me to say this, but this Monday mornings,
Liverpool,
I don't lie on Mondays.
This is Sports Zone on Lagos Talks 91.3.
Weekend where Manchester United did one good for us. This weekend, there's nothing coming out from the Ugu. The Eagle is very excited because everything works well. The goalkeeper, they say all of a sudden they are calling the goalkeeper Peter Schickmichael now.
No, what everybody says is if life gives you lemons, then you make a clean sheet.
This weekend when I saw that game, I just kept shaking. I was like, no, now Sunderland. I had so much hope. Yes, I believed you. I thought you were going to help us.
Believed,
yes, but what we'll do now is we'll wait for 2 weeks.
The Liverpool game.
Yes.
But Liverpool is dirty now.
But compared to United, they're cleaner.
No, of course they're much cleaner. They're defending champions. Yes. But remember when your daddy, your B daddy.
Which one?
Your broadcast daddy was telling
you. What are you?
The one that me. I just see you around. One shine of like Morocco on the streets. You know your neighbor where you just have a child that don't really time making noise. Who owns that child? So, but I think Liverpool. Not that it's not the alarm bells won't be going off, but and I think what Andy Slot has said is very, very true. As evinced by Crystal Palace against Everton, fine margins. You know, they've lost 2 games, 2 Premier League games back to back. Literally injury time. You know, time added on. So
I feel that you're being very
kind.
Yes, that's
to Liverpool.
Yes, because again, I think I've heard Anna Slot speak from the heart, and that's good. But again, I'm tired of using this word. But it sounded like crap. What he was saying, it was crap.
Is it more crap than my own Ruben?
When he said
Ruben Amaron that was saying it's because the players are watching Sky that they don't play well. Have you heard absolute trash like that? I know one guy. They say please don't talk nonsense. Say that's
the reason why I say look, if there's no way the manager watched that game and thought Liverpool, I still ask anybody that watched the game, did Liverpool really have any clear-cut chance?
To be honest with you,
really that you were like, more Liverpool broke Chelsea down.
Chelsea actually deserved to win.
Exactly.
Chelsea won the
Chelsea
front
were
foot.
better.
They were better. In fairness, it hurts me to say this, but this Monday mornings, I don't lie on Mondays.
So Liverpool's midfield, that's central midfield, and a good example is the first goal. Liverpool's central midfield was gone. There was nothing there. Defensively, Liverpool.
No, they call that. You know that they call themselves the Reds. Mm-hmm. So that was a Red Sea moment. Get it?
You know how bad. To tell you how bad Liverpool's performance was. Szoboszlai, I think Szoboszlai and somebody else were screaming at Salah. Salah has dropped the ball this season.
Salah does not track back.
They were screaming at Salah. What are you doing?
What are you doing? Don't track.
Because number one, last year you scored a lot of goals. Yeah, so Liverpool are scoring teams, and that's good. But this year they're not a scoring team. You're not tracking back. You're not defending. The player you chase for months, Isak is not up to it's not up to the word is not up to rhythm. That's the word they use.
Florian Wirtz.
Wirtz too. Hey, 007. That's what they've been calling him. 007.
Meaning
it's not scored. It was not scored dead in 7 games.
Oh dear.
Now he has extended it. Look, everywhere defensively they're just bad. Defensively they're bad. Kekes is low on confidence.
Yeah, he's very low on confidence.
So and the fault goes to the manager because you bought these players. Now this is your team. When you had Klopp's team, you went over everybody. Everyone thought, you know what, you brought in a few new names, it should be better.
But when I was saying this last week and your BD was here, did you say anything? We were just looking.
Sometimes I sit out of my fathers when they're fighting. You see, every time I put multi-side.
I lost state and he will say,
no, but at the start of the season, we already said it. When that Crystal Palace game. Because I kept saying it. Eze was just flowing in that midfield. That midfield, there was nobody tracking him. Against Chelsea played very well. And I've said this over and over about Esteval. That I think he's a player that will come good long term, and that's why I was mad when the manager took him up against Chelsea, even against Brighton United, and Hove. Against United and against Brighton, because you got a red card. That's not the first player you should take off.
We were 4 red cards in 4. I mean,
no, they didn't. It's 3 now. They didn't get red card last.
No, Maresca got now for stupidity.
You know how? Yeah, I was going through some stats at the weekend. Since Maresca took over at Chelsea, cards have been a thing for Chelsea. Remember that Jackson was always picking up cards. We were always abusing him then. That was Jackson.
Silly red card.
But Jackson has moved on. And Chelsea are still collecting cards.
So they don't red card Chelsea players. So they say, you know, let's even start sending off the manager. Maybe that will teach him a lesson. but kudos to Chelsea. Chelsea played. It was a good game. It could have gone anywhere at the end of the day. I think Liverpool deserved to pull themselves back into the match. But Chelsea,
and you can tell that the manager knew, talking about Slot, that look, let me just leave London with a point. Because towards the end of the game, he brought in Endo. Normally, he would have brought in Chiesa. He brought in Endo because he realized that, look, the best thing for me to get is to draw Chelsea. Chelsea played very well. I don't want to sit down and bash Liverpool so much, but Chelsea played very well.
I think the two most difficult away grounds you can go to in the league now, in fairness, are Crystal Palace away and Stamford Bridge.
Yeah, but they don't beat Crystal Palace now.
Sorry?
They don't beat Crystal Palace, but not before this thing. But they don't
Crystal
beat
Palace too. They were unlucky, if you ask me.
They were. They led for most part of the game.
1-0. A silly penalty to give away. Very, very silly penalty. Of course, Everton, when they're not like Man U, they gobble that up and smash the ball in. That's what you do. You don't when you're a goal down at home. Do you understand? And you need to level up. You don't try and fake the keeper. You just hit the ball and say, at the keeper, at the ball inside the net. Do you understand? And then the other one was like coming off, what's that guy's name? Very good left back or something, left wing back. Just went off and
Michel?
hit. Huh?
Michel?
No, not Michel. I'm talking about, it starts with an M.
Which team?
Crystal Palace. You know, it was like when the ball swung.
It was Michel, no?
Was it Michel that didn't know? I remember now anyway. So, and Grealish just gleefully bundled the ball home. But it's all good.
It was good. It was a good weekend. Look,
it was a good weekend.
The weekend was so good that when I saw Vini Jr. had a stand-up performance, I knew something good was coming this weekend because the next day Barcelona not lost. And what I loved about that defeat was in the game against PSG, midweek Champions League, despite PSG's injury problems, I kept telling people that high line for Barcelona has not been resolved.
Cost them.
And they don't even have players who can read the game so well to say, you know what, let's drop back a bit, let's move together.
Is it about dropping back or having recovery pace? You understand?
Recovery pace.
Recovery, because back in the, everybody likes to slit Van Dijk now. Do you understand? But I remember when he first joined Liverpool, even from his days in Celtic and Southampton. Yeah. If he beat Van Dijk for pace.
He's 34 years old.
Exactly. So people should cut him some slack. 34. At his height, and he's 33 as well. Yes, but the major thing is that Liverpool got the best out of those players.
Yes, they did. For every kobo, or for every pound,
every penny, there was every penny.
Yes,
penny. Van Dijk at 34, you can't
cut him some slack. You
have to cut him some slack.
Last year, last season they won the title. So
exactly,
I give him.
And they were competing on all fronts for quite some time.
As a matter of fact, I think that the manager will be foolish not to start Robertson the next game at left back.
Yes.
Because that people can say, Robertson was touching his knees and all, but the point that Kekes doesn't understand Van Dijk. Kekes is exposing Van Dijk. Come a bit closer. He keeps going further. Come closer.
Move closer. Move your body.
Then McAllister. Again, did this guy win the World Cup?
McAllister is a fantastic player.
Have you seen him this season?
Do
you know how bad? See, I think that the only players who have impressed this season for Liverpool, Szoboszlai. He's up there.
Has been excellent.
Right? He's been good.
What's his name? The goalkeeper?
Alisson
has been brilliant, absolutely brilliant.
I think that's where it ends.
They would have been wired at. I
think that's where it ends. That's where it ends. That's where it ends.
Ekatike, very good.
Okay, yes, Ekatike. Yes.
Ekatike has been very good.
That's where it ends.
In fact, the problem now, you see, I think what Liverpool is going through now, and please, Rem, Remy from Tottenham, all Liverpool fans out there, courage, has finally confessed he's a Liverpool fan. We're not bashing you guys, but maybe there's something about when something is too sweet, too many cooks spoil the broth.
Yeah.
Maybe too much of a good thing. You got Isaac, you got Ekatike. So do you now start balancing?
You want to ensure that
what's really fitting in that team.
For me, the question is, can the manager? Does the manager?
You bought over £200 million of players that you don't really need.
Well, they need a few of them. They needed fullbacks, both fullbacks.
No, I'm talking about those two. Those two. Did they really need for?
Well, they wanted to buy. They wanted Verts, right? But they wanted to buy Isak first. Remember that was when Newcastle did Shakara. They went for Ekitike. Ekitike, the one that they did not want first, wasn't the first choice.
And Ekitike has settled down.
My problem with Liverpool is
jamming.
I don't get it. Maybe the manager start thinking about dropping some senior players.
No, he has to. He's going to have to.
One, maybe Salah. Start considering Salah. That if you give Salah a few more games, Salah doesn't deliver, maybe it's time for you to drop Salah.
The thing is, the truth of the matter is, when your job is on, look at this silly fellow at United. You know,
Who is that one?
Amorim.
What's wrong with Amorim? Won. You can't bash somebody that won.
We should have kept on playing Bienda now for the player now.
How many balls? What's his name? Lamens. How many balls Lamens catch?
It was his general self-possession
against Sunderland.
Yes,
Deagle against Sunderland.
It was the confidence.
Deagle against Sunderland.
No, it was the confidence.
Shebi will be here now. We'll be here.
No,
you know I like United results. They always one bad result away from us bashing it.
No, the thing is, although Amorim has done something that no United manager has done in 2 years, win 3 games on the bounce at Old Trafford. The next one now, he has to break.
No manager has ever done that
in the last 2 years.
Okay,
it's the first.
That is small sample size now.
Wait, hold on. The next one now, he has to win back-to-back games, and ironically, 2 weeks, October 19th. Guys, go and write down that date. That they do or die, because Liverpool is under pressure. Any which way you slice or dice it, a draw self will be like a loss. And then United, you never know which United will turn up. You understand? So it's going to be a crazy day. But 2 teams that I won't say they're flying under the radar, but they're being first City. City 3 wins from 4. Their win against Brentford yesterday, solid, not spectacular. Haaland getting his 11th goal of the season or something.
9th goal in the Premier League.
9th goal in I think he's got many more goals. 9 goals in how many games? In 7 games or something like that. Absolutely brilliant. Fantastic goal.
Oh, they're just 3 points off the leaders.
Do you understand? Literally fought his marker to get to the ball, shrugged him off and slotted it in.
Haaland must not carry injury. Haaland get injury, City in trouble.
I would say an amen.
They're in trouble if they get because they did. To be fair, that game against Brentford, City didn't create a lot.
They didn't create much. They didn't.
Yeah,
but
and
they
that's
did enough.
Weird.
You score in the 9th.
No,
yeah.
I'm agreeing that everything is good now because Haaland is playing. If the goals, when you look at Arsenal, the goals come from everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Because funny enough,
everywhere
but Gyökeres is not scoring, but everybody else is scoring.
Everybody else is.
So it shows that they spread the goals. It can come from if this one doesn't come. The game against Newcastle, the 2 people that scored were midfielder and a defender, right? So it can come from anywhere. But for City, it's always.
Didn't Baltimore get a goal?
The first one is Newcastle now. I'm saying for Arsenal.
Okay. But
Arsenal, the goals are coming from everywhere.
Who scored the first goal?
It was Merino. Then Gabriel scored the second goal against Newcastle. Therefore, for West Ham, it was Rice and Saka. What I'm pointing out is that the goals always come from somewhere.
The goals. If Martinelli got the
goal, everybody would just fine. But for City, it's just Haaland. Most times Haaland.
Except when they're playing United. Anybody can score. But what I like about what Arsenal has done, remember about 2 weeks ago, they were sitting 5 points behind Liverpool.
Yeah.
Then Liverpool lost to Palace.
Back to back.
And then they played 2 games and picked up 6 points. And now they're sitting on top. So, nice one.
But they're just 1 point ahead of Liverpool.
No, I know. But from 5 points behind to 1 point on top, that's a point swing.
Anything can change.
No, it's early days.
Yeah,
so, no cause for alarm per se. Do you understand?
United are 6 points off the top.
As somebody wants,
is that not something that you should be happy about?
Nothing.
6 points off the leaders.
Nothing.
That's 2 wins.
Nothing. As Wenger once said, you may not win the title early in the season, November, December, but you can lose it.
Yeah,
possibly. You can lose it. So, I like what I'm seeing. I think City has pushed themselves back into conversation. Arsenal are proving to me that they're genuine title contenders. That they may not be content with second place, and Liverpool are showing that they're human. You understand? So, and then Crystal Palace, a lovely run of 19 games, not lost in 6 months, unfortunately. And then spare a thought for what's his name, Ange at Nottingham Forest, another defeat, no wins in 7.
I wonder where he'll look at next.
I don't know.
There was also great performance this weekend in Italy. Look, if you have not been following this area, Roma, they're doing some mad things. Gianpiero Gasperini.
Ranieri is the manager.
No. Gianpiero Gasperini is the manager. I think he's like a director. Gasperini is the manager, and he's won 6 games. He's won 5. He's lost only 1. He's conceded just in 2 games. So he's kept about 4 clean sheets so far. He's brilliant. Bayern obviously is Bayern.
Bayern is just. Bayern is just.
Bayern.
I remember, and who's that coach again? Vincent Kompany.
Vincent Kompany. They should win Champions League first.
Where credit is you.
I was also going to talk about something that interests me from the weekend.
Højlund scored again.
And I don't want to rub pepper.
No, you don't.
I wanted to review the CAF Confederation Cup, right? Remember when we said the story about Kwara United, right? How bad it was and everything. I listened to a post-match conference and how the manager kept going, life is about firing and hiring. A manager can be sacked or employed at any time. Anything can happen, but he doesn't want to know. Shah said a few things. And then he went on to lose back-to-back games. And the management of Kwara United are crazy. For a guy who is just intent, you sack him. I'm like, the MPFL people are really growing balls. Because he won you a cup last year. I don't know if it is crazy good or crazy bad, but I think it's crazy all the same. Because this guy just won you the President Federation Cup. Kwara United were going through a lot. We're not even playing properly, right? But he's found a way to get a rhythm, Sani, right? And now you just sack him. And I'm like, why?
I think
2 defeats in 5, that's not bad. 2 wins in that same space.
I think the most painful part was not being able to mastermind a home win. And apparently, who did I speak to now that saw that game? I think Victor saw it. Victor probably said Kwara fluffed so many goal scoring chances.
But that's not down to the manager now.
Well, true that.
The fact that they created those chances.
The manager always takes the
responsibility. Yeah,
that's the truth. I mean, it's not just like Amorim and his abject frustration at United at times. I mean, look. But
the difference is that United are not creating enough chances.
No, they are.
No, they're a good example. The reason a good example is
Sunderland. Remember this: Sunderland came into that game with 3 clean sheets from 6.
Yes,
which
but that's Sunderland.
That's on. But Sunderland is a newly promoted side. Hear me. That came into the Premier League, newly promoted, and have 3 clean sheets in 6. That's half of their games clean sheets. United just got their first clean sheet in all competitions.
30 days now.
No, I'm just saying. No, but 3 clean sheets, back-to-back clean sheets is a good thing. Anyway, you slice or dice it. Do you understand?
Yeah.
United got their first. In fact, that's what I was praying for. Let this young man come and keep a clean sheet, which he did, thank God. So when you have that level of performance, it helps. But when you have players that are on any day can just, how do you legislate for Bruno missing a penalty? 2-1 down, away from home, in a game that could turn around for you, and your captain just decides to have his brain to freeze. And it's all good. Belated birthday shout out to my brother from another mother,